Hello and welcome to this unboxing video for Dead Throne. This is the core box and the second edition of our game. Let's jump straight in. First things first, let's take off the lid. This is a brand new box and therefore has brand new artwork specifically for the core box of this game. Put that over there. First things first, you'll be presented with the rulebook. Again, this is a brand new rulebook, redesigned based on feedback from our previous version of the game. Put that over here. Now immediately you'll be presented with all the components of the game. You've got the various decks, you've got your market tray, and you've got your miniatures boxes. If you haven't purchased the miniatures and card trays upgrade, you'll have another little box with all the standees that will come with the game. But if you have purchased the miniatures, then each miniature will be in its own little box to preserve it. You can put those over here. Now, the market insert is very simple. You've got your 1-piece coins, 5-piece, 10-piece, and then your various health tokens. When you set up the market, which you'll do from these two decks, you'll place the cards along these strips vertically so you can see them and you can pass the market around as you're playing the game. In amongst the rest of the box, you've got all the other decks. Now these decks have been redesigned. Again, this is a prototype version of the game, so some of the colors and artwork might change slightly. But we have changed these box layout designs so that they can self-support themselves. The front flap goes underneath and tucks in, and it creates its own little support. That is because you will be drawing from the bottom and replacing on the top throughout the game with these various decks, and then they can be placed all around the table and you can draw your cards quite easily. And they tuck away so that the cards can remain in place whilst the box is packed away. There's quite a few of these decks. Organization is key, which is why they will remain in their decks rather than left around all over the table. Now, underneath there, you've got your 2 health boards. These, of course, will be used to track health throughout the game, but if you turn them over, you've also got your solo board and your defender's board. These will be played in 2 of the scenarios that will come with the game and become more apparent, but you can also expand on them to create your own scenarios as the game goes on. Underneath there, you've got one of the card trays. I'll explain more about that later. But again, this is only in the box if you have purchased the miniatures and card trays upgrade. And then you've got the character cards and the defender and market cards here as well. You've got 7 characters to choose from, each with their various skills and starting equipment. Underneath there, you've got the 10 boards that you would play the game on. Now, these are quite large and they create a very awesome map to explore. On the back of each of these cards, you've got a slightly darker theme. So you've got a good side, if you will, and a bad side, if you will. These become more apparent depending on the scenario that you're playing. Some scenarios will have specific rules for the darker side of the tile and easier rules for the lighter side of the tile. It's up to you depending on the scenario that you choose and whether or not you want to incorporate them, but it also adds some variation to the map when you set it up in the beginning. Now again, if you have purchased the card trays and miniatures upgrade, there'll be the rest of your card trays underneath. These will be pre-packed by the manufacturer, so if you purchase that upgrade, you'll have these in your box ready to go. Now inside the main insert, you also have various card stands. A lot of the cards, a lot of the creatures, a lot of the scenarios that you play will incorporate creatures or items or various things that will stay on the map or even move around the map, and therefore requires card stands to stand on. You've also got pieces of your medallion and the region stones. Again, depending on the scenario, these will become more relevant. In the core competitive mode, for example, Saladar needs to grab all of these medallion pieces from all the heroes, and the heroes need to claim all of these region stones from Saladar. You've also got your health markers. Now these are relevant for the health board. These will go on top of the health board to track your health depending on what happens to you throughout the game. So the rectangle will move down when you lose health, or move up when you gain health. And if you equip various pieces of armor that increase your maximum health, then the polygon will move upwards or downwards if you lose that armor. Very important pieces of the game. And then of course you've got the various dice that will come with the game. So you've got your standard dice. There's 4 of these. You use primarily 2 in the game, but you've also got an extra 2 for spares or for various scenarios if they incorporate them. And then you've got your defender dice, which can also be used in different scenarios. They've got the letters of the regions that are in the game, so that you can roll them and generate a random region. That was a quick unboxing video for the core box of Dead Throne. Hope you enjoyed this video, and we look forward to seeing you in more.